So here we go now. Same kick again, predictable as always. Jeez, they love kicking at the Bundy Aki, and he does very well again. You just notice that every time they're kicking the Bundy Aki, they've done the same thing. It's just a simple tip on pass, one up carries. It's very predictable. England are a very predictable side. Like they've got some big men in the team. Like you can look at it there, you can see it. But Ireland have dealt very well with it, you would say. Like they actually played quite well. They weathered a massive storm, took their points. Crowley kicked them. Happy days, you'd say brilliant. So where did it all go wrong? We're going to see it now because this England side are poor. I want to highlight that they were not great here. So how did we lose this game? I feel like it's a good highlighting point to say Ireland had this game and they threw it away. So Lowe got the ball off the field really well the last time. I was singing his praises. This time he doesn't. And England, as they did, like as I was saying, no creativity in the England backline. See, it was just side to side, shuffling the ball, looking for Ollie Lawrence to crash it up. He got over the game line, yeah, but we dealt with him. We got him down, and then we got a turnover, we won a penalty. They had nothing. And Henry Slade has not been good for a while, like Lawrence and Slade, not a very dynamic duo. You think of Manu Tuolangi getting them over the game line. But then we make this loose kick. So just go back to it here. James Lowe with a loose kick. Bundy wins it very well. Now clear your lines well. Get the ball off the field. It's inside. So the referee has just called that it's inside our 22. Gibson Park made a brilliant kick to touch on the opposite side. Why not get it on your right boot and put it out? Because to be fair to Lowe, he made a good touch the last time, but he had way more angle to work with than here. He might just clear the 22, but that's all he's getting. He hasn't got any angle to work with, in fairness, so he's got to go long or, get it off the field and put it out about here near the England medic. But look what happens. And then again, all our players are over this side. They catch it. They just attack. Simple, basic stuff. We do well there, in fairness. I didn't think it was. Didn't think it was, to be fair. Don't give them the ball. Scrum time here. Gives them good field position. Good hits. Good hits again. See how well we deal with that. Like, look at that. That's a really, look at that position there for England. Let's just look where they are. So they're just outside our 22 with a scrum, an attacking scrum. That is prime position to attack. And look how easily we defend against them. We do a really good job. Scrum is solid. We even get the shove on. That's Genge clearly hinging. I just want to highlight that for a second. How was Genge not hinging at this one? Hinging, by the way, means, so if you look at Genge's hips, I don't want to point there, but he hinges in. So we'll say this is his leg, this is his upper body, and he's hinging in like that. Watch it. Look at his knees now. He basically gets pushed, and his torso goes towards his knees. Once that pressure comes on from Tadhg Furlong, I want you to have a look right here at Genge. Pressure comes on. Now look, that's Genge's elbow right there. Tell me how he's not hinging there as soon as Tadhg Furlong applies the pressure. Nice straight back from Furlong. And look at Genge. His head is right there underneath his arse, pretty much. How is that not hinging? That should be a penalty for Ireland. But anyway, I want to highlight how we defend. We defend really well. We're kind of passive here, but we make the hit when it counts. It's just a tip on out the back. You know what's happening. It's not hard to read. Ball's clearly going out the back. England are very predictable. they look to hit it up with Ollie Lawrence every time because he's the only one that'll get them over the game line. Ireland read it. Another really good two-man tackle, has to be said. They did very well. Ball goes to George Ford, who's hit very well by Hugo Keenan here. No physicality. The only physicality they have is Ollie Lawrence at centre. Henry Slade, they manhandled him every time they got him. He hasn't got enough physicality. That means they have to crash it up with Lawrence or do some trick play, and England don't have the creativity to do that. Good hit. Ben, is that Ben Earl there? He goes back in there and we win a penalty. Off their feet, very good. Side entry. See how easy that is. So easy. Good yards made off that as well. Box kick, let's get a good chase. Told you it was definitely offside there, but sure. Good contest, and we do very well. Nice, really good. See how easily they were undone there. So let's look at that again. That's a really good move by Ireland. Completely outdid England there. Nice simple line out near the halfway. England closing the gap like they always do. Yes. So now Van der Fleer takes it and drives towards the halfway line, does very well, gets us good field position. Good leg drive, brings us right up the halfway. And now from a brilliant kick chase, as I say, kick is only as good as its chase. Watch it OJ's foot there to make sure that black boot never goes further than that white line. Ooh, ooh. Brilliant chase there, lads. Well taken by Keenan. Now we've got them backpedaling, and we do really well here. Quick ball, which Gibson Park is the best at exploiting. And watch what Crowley does here, which is genius. He sees the man is out of the line. England are caught out, really easily here. And you can see there's a man here who's going for the intercept. So he says, "Fuck it, I'm going to hold on to it," which he does well. We move it very well here. Great try. And a great finish. So we've shown how easy it is to cut England open. Again, it goes to Bundee Aki. Every kick. Do you see how predictable it is? Every kick is going to be to Bundee Aki off restart. Every single hit up is going to be off Ollie Lawrence, and then the forwards are just going to take it up after that. And then as well, if they don't win the game line collision, it's a box kick. I'm still baffled by how we lost to this England team, but we're going to roll on why that happened. Nice. So really clever play. And again, the ball is in D22 here. Now again, I've been saying it, but Lowe getting the ball off the field, that's what we need. Which he does. See, when he gets it off, really good. Look, they're going to crash it up with the forwards or Ollie Lawrence. Okay, he gets over the gain line, yes. Side to side, we've got a pretty good cover there. Well played. Yeah, this caused a lot of controversy. So was Freeman in touch or not? Let's have a look. Let's freeze frame it. You be the judge. Let's have a look here now. Watch Freeman's white boots. He still has the ball. Oh, he was definitely in, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Let's just freeze it here. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, that's close. Now again, you got to clear your lines. You got to clear them well. Ball's still in. Good tackle. They were still defending quite well. That cleared out now by Dan Cole didn't look very legit, did it? Just want to have a look at that again. Let's look at that now. Doesn't look great. Does a bit of a neck roll there. And he lands on his head, but we don't match up well enough out wide. See like how easily we get outdone here with simple passing. See how it's off a kick that we don't get off the field. Like I know they literally attack at the same side. But if you look at it again, we don't get it off. And you can hear the call there. I know you can't hear it, but everybody's looking to get over to the left hand side for Ireland. England's right. And actually, at this point, we get so scrambled, we all rush over to that side, the opposite side of the kick. So I feel like we've identified now that yes, when we kick the ball, we don't fan out well. Problem is, we actually overfan, and then we go out too much to this side here, and England attack back to the short side. So you see how we're in a rush here? So we're all rushing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All looking to get over this side, and England say, feck it, we'll go back the opposite. Again, straightened up by Fayua Bosa. We're all bunched. We're all very heavily bunched here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All bunched in to this narrow little gap, and there's only about 4 England players there. Now 5. Like, again, look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we'll count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then England here, we just look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players down on their left-hand side and our right. We've all just come straight off to this side and completely left this channel open for them to exploit. Like, if you see that, you're just going to attack that channel. Underhill runs, gets tackled, but gets the offload, and then it told you, and it's simple hands. And even if Farbank had been caught by Frawley, he's got Freeman on the overlap. Like, look at that. If you're a forward, work your shit. You're thinking, I'm just going to straighten up and carry. There's a prop there, and there's a scrum half. Tadhg Furlong, who's a great player, but he's a prop. I'm going to run, and I'm going to outdo him for pace. And I'm going to run over this scrum half, who, in fairness to him, does not get run over, makes the tackle. Makes it brilliantly. But Itoje gets it here, pops it up, and we are just completely outdone. These. Oh, let's see. Look at Freeman here. Ooh. Oh. Still, even when you go on with that, there are plenty of opportunities to stop England scoring. So let's not get head up over that. This is something we should have prevented. And for playing very well and being in a very tight game and actually starting to get the momentum, we have handed all the momentum back to England, which, at home, it's not going to be hard to come by. You look at this here, you think to yourself, 3 defenders against 3 attackers. Another defender here, but it's like, last thing you want is to see your prop having to defend out wide with such a massive gap. You look at the size of it, anyone is going to carry into that gap. If you run it up with pace, you're getting through. Ball goes out the back again. It's far too easy to outdo us there, Far too easy. Again, you think, look, they create it very easily, but I'll just bring it back a little. You look at the matchups, why are there so many men attacking against, one man here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1. Surely you'd identify, we need to get around, get our arses here and shift. Like, we're just so easily undone. Like, you think Tadhg Beirne could even go around there, so could Aki, so could Van der Flier. Go around here. It's just that gap is far too big. And that's Joe McCarthy and Tadhg Furlong, your big men. You're never going to come out the right side of that. Oh, too easy, too easy. Knock on, nice. Nicely done by Crowley, to be fair. Nice of Lawrence to help up Jack Crowley, isn't it? Always nice to see. We watch it scrum time again. Conor Murray on. That elbow hitting the ground. Yeah. Like Andrew Porter gets pinged a lot at scrum time, and I think Genge's elbow hits the ground there. Once the pressure comes on, he's been hinging. So Dan Cole, you'd obviously solid scrummager, but it looks like Porter had the measure of him. Shows you how long the scrums take, doesn't it? Far too long. Now watch the scrum here on Furlong's side. Uh, well done. Good take. Again, it's just real negative. It's like you make the mistake, give us the ball back. It's not really playing, it's kicking a lot and hoping that we make the mistake. And we claim up trumps a lot, to be fair. Murray, one of his world famous box kicks. Good chase by Gibson Park. Really good. Solid. You look at this again, nice and slow, giving us a chance to catch our breath. They're just going to box kick again. It's very predictable. Finally, John McCarthy charged it out. Play on. Yeah. Nice. Good rooking. Very good. Good. Really good. And he says release. We've got the penalty advantage. And look at that. That was really good now. So credit to Ireland where it's due. Like that was really good. Good chase by Gibson Park as well. So I keep saying, kick is only as good as its chaser. And look at that. That's great effort. Really good. Fly. Getting too close for comfort. One up carry, they make no yards, so they got a box kick. So predictable. Good contest. Good contest. And then we just look to tip it on and attack that space, which we do very well. Slowing our ball down cynically again. Now we get a line out in a good position, trying to close the gap again. Nice. Yeah, just take it up. Just take it up. Like I don't know why he pauses there. Just crash it. You know? And they'll go to the skies. Oh, lucky. Yeah, but we've got them under good pressure. Like And just look that they've got their tight head Dan Cole off now. So Ty Farlow stays on. And it's just something I've noticed with Ireland that we leave our props on for far too long. Expect them to do too much, It's something that we want to get to grips with, you know. Nice, good hit. Then we make them clear their lines. Very poor kick by Ford. Yeah. But to be fair, like he gets it off the field is what you kind of want. But the flip side of having a right footed kicker on the left hand side, you got to wrap your foot around it and work with the angles that we just see there. Gets given back to him. Both England's front row replaced. So there's Joe Marler, another ancient fella, and Will Stewart are on. Because, look, nearly 55 minutes, you put in a good shift. Time for fresh blood, really. And that might be an area where we got beaten in this game because we didn't rely on our replacement front row as much as England could rely on theirs. And to be fair, Tadhg Furlong and Andrew Porter get through an awful lot of work. So you need a break, more so than a lot of front rowers would, let me tell you. That's actually a pretty good angle he's given him. I think he just scuffs his kick, but that's a really good angle. So, he could wrap his foot around that and get it a good distance. It just so happens that he makes a very poor kick. Yeah. We get the line out. They get the shove on here, so it's poor, yeah. Getting a mix up there. And they just look to clear their lines as soon as possible. Now we've got the momentum. You can see George Ford just calls the mark and looks to get it off instantly. Like it's really, really boring play. Lose the line out though. Crash it up with Earl again. Oh, how many defenders did he beat there? Far too easy. You see how he gets a yellow card? Like, just thought to myself, why didn't Ollie Lawrence get one in the first half? I know, yeah, it wasn't as if there was necessarily loads of penalties, but we had a clear line break and a really good attacking position. He's off his feet, he's made the tackle, never released, and he goes for the jackal. Why is that not a yellow card? I know Mahoney's thing is a bit cynical, like it's quite stupid. You look at it again, but poor tackling as well. Breaks through so easily. I told you, of course, it's straight into moan to the ref, as always. And what's Stewart doing here? And, just throwing his weight around. Marlon Fairless is going over to help O'Mahony up. Two players who respect each other for their shithousery. Like, look at what I told you. Always getting involved, always whinging to the ref. Fuck off. She'll stop moaning. Like Ireland get called whinges all the time, but I told you, straight into the ref. Always. Look at him. Yeah. In fairness to him, he tells him just piss off, like leave me be. Don't need you here. You know what I mean? Like you feel like Ireland get told off a lot more, but I told you he never shuts up to the ref. I don't think he's even the captain at this point, like Jamie George was. He's straight over pointing the finger and like, get back to your own side. You look at that, he just breaks through so easily. Line out here now. Smith, just come on. Well won. Now, I thought that, to be fair, why is that an advantage? That was like Ireland clearly got the shove on there. Like, I don't think there was anything untoward, but he gives a penalty advantage. I feel like we actually got the shove on. They hauled him out. They did well. Do well. Good pressure, yeah. Shut them down. He's taken him out there. Looked like Joe Marler took him out, definitely. Took him out there by the looks of it. Yeah. We need to get around. We need to get around. At that point, like it was only a matter of time before they got over the line. See, he gets it off the pitch. Well, Hendo was on. See how Mitchell gets it off. Just clear your lines, get the ball off the pitch. That's playing the arm clearly. We get a penalty. Fair call. Yeah, very good. We get a line out. He calls Green down this time. Ball's back. He's got to get off that. We've got a great position here now. Good hands by Henderson. Good clear out. Yeah. Really good. Good carry by Bielam. Oh, yeah, sloppy. They're just going to slow it down, get their forwards a break, get the ball off the field. It's good. It's clever, you know. Give the forwards a breather. But now we keep it after England not getting it off the field. They're calling for it, but you can't go for it there. Good carry again. Nice. Really good. It's slower with Murray at 9, though, isn't it? Oh, good carry, though. Shrugged off Chesham. Ain't bad. Ah, they see that, though. Like, I know, like, here when Kelleher goes in, it's like he's the 9, so it's almost like he's scrum half. Look like playing the 9 to me, but because of the shirt on his back. Yeah, he's gone in 9 there, Kelleher. I guess it's fair enough. Well, we keep the ball anyway. Good, good. Nice, really good. Oh, oh, so close. Heard the voice, heard the voice of Rory Beth in the background. Yeah, that's fair. There we go now. Good hit, really good hit. Great tackle. Wonderful footwork there. And now we're on the attack. Let's get it. Really good carry. Gone for a 6-2 split in this game. I remember now, yeah. Nice, good carry. No, I don't know. Tell me how that's a turnover for England. How was that an England penalty? Like, just let's look at that again because that baffles me. So Toji has a little go here. The ball's clearly lost, but then the ref tells him to leave it, and he does. And look at Ben Earl here. He's clearly part of the tackle there. He never lets go. He's off his feet. He's clearly not supporting his own body weight there. His elbows are on the ground, and he gets the turnover. And he's off his feet by a mile. There's no way. Like, I don't know how that's a penalty for England there. Just to highlight it there. Look, keep an eye on him there. So keep an eye on this man. Clearly helps Henderson to the ground. So Henderson has not gone to the ground yet. Earl is part of that tackle. Does he ever release? No. He never takes his arms off. His arms are still on him. He's not supporting his own body weight and he gets a turnover. I don't know how. England get rewarded a lot of breakdown time and a lot of it's illegal. That's an illegal turnover that shouldn't have been given. And that's in a very good position for Ireland, killing their momentum. Like how he's supporting his own body weight there, I don't know. That's that's ridiculous. That's not a turnover. Like that's an illegal turnover all day long. I feel like it's something that needs to be penalised more fairly. England get a lot of those decisions, which I feel they're lucky to get because they assume because like let's look at it here even. Yeah, so look, Henderson is not down yet. Ben Earl is part of that tackle. that means that once Ian Henderson goes to the ground, Earl has to release him clearly, and he never does, and he doesn't support his own body weight afterwards. So just to show you what shouldn't have been given as a jackal turnover. Like, where's the separation? He's still got a grip of him there. When does he let go of him? Yeah, Gordon Darcy said there in the commentary, there's not even a separation, and the ball is there. Earl isn't even on the ball. So let's look at that again, because that's something that just drives me mental when I see it being rewarded. So I'll just show you here. Let's watch. Arm never leaves. And then look at the arm here. So sorry, we'll go back. Just want to really, because I played in the back row, I really want to highlight this. Arm is still attached to Henderson, and then he goes straight off his feet and still gets rewarded for it. It's a terrible decision, and it really kills Ireland's momentum. Like, look at him. How was he supporting his own body weight there? He's on his toes. He's leaning over. There is no way in hell that that is a legal turnover. He hasn't released the player. He's off his feet, yet he gets rewarded for a turnover. Like, and that's the problem. He's not even on the ball. Like, there's no lift there whatsoever. How you can tell me that that's a legal turnover? Like, he's never on the ball. Like, I don't get that one at all. That's a terrible decision by the referee, and the TMO wouldn't really come in on something like that, but he probably should, because that's not a turnover. The ball's there, like, the ball's not even with Earl, and he gets rewarded for it. And then of course Hollers. So he rewards it for a jackal turnover initially, and then says, "Ah, yeah, we've got a neck roll." Was there a neck roll in there? Maybe. I'm not saying there's not for sure. But let's have a look. He doesn't survive the clear out. They said there he does really well to survive the clear out. No, he never survives that. So let's look for a neck roll. Okay, I could see the argument for a neck roll because Keenan's arm is around him. But Earl is off his feet. So, I mean, if you're giving it for a neck roll, maybe I could see an argument. But he calls holding on. He goes like this, holding on the ground. You even see it here. Like, we'll just to show you. Don't know what that. He says clear lift. Nika Amushakeli. He doesn't go like holding on the ground. He says clear lift. There's no clear lift there. Like, I don't know what he's doing there. There's no clear lift. Neck roll, I could see the argument for, but he's rewarded him for a jackal turnover. He's off his feet. He shouldn't be rewarded for that. And I don't think it's such a bad neck roll that you'd overturn an off the feet penalty, but they get it. So it doesn't fucking matter in the end, I guess. And that's what really pisses me off right there, right? So Caelan Doris has asked a very good question. He says there's no clear release there because the penalty is for not releasing from Ireland. He said there's a clear lift. And you want to watch the game, you can see it. I can't put the sound on for you, but Nika Amushakeli, this man here, it was a good referee in fairness to him, but he's gotten this one very wrong. Like, I feel like a lot of referees reward England at scrum time and at breakdown time when they shouldn't, because that for me is clearly off your feet, and he never released the man on the ground. England chanced their arm to get away with it more times than not, and for me it's very obvious they were doing it against us in the last game, where there were two men coming in supporting each other's body weight and then sticking an arm in. You have to lift the ball. You can't shove an arm in and pull it back, which was what they were doing. They were getting away with it. So there needs to be more consistency. But when Caelan Doris asked the question, he goes from saying There's no release to there was a clear neck roll. You, you're just going to make up what the penalty was for. If one doesn't stick, you're going to use another argument. So they win the ball here. It's Darius not on that there. Mm. So it's Darius not on this one now. Let's have a look. I think Darius is on that ball now. Now, if you could say he's supporting his body weight because he's airborne, but Darius is on the ball here. Why is he not rewarded? Because you have to lift the ball up. Well, Darius is lifted daily off the ground. He's even lifted himself off the ground. How's that not a penalty? Don't know. I really don't. They don't win the collision, so they go for a box kick. How fucking predictable. He puts it out. They did a good job splitting that line out now. It's going to be a one-up carry again. Yeah, one-up carry always. They see that they lose the one-up collision. They go to a box kick. So fucking predictable. It's so boring, but I feel like we should have done a better job picking it off. Get us to try and make a mistake. Box kick incoming. We get the ball, do well, and go for another box kick. Going for another one now. Yeah, another box kick. Smith gets under it. That's a clear jackal turn over there. He hasn't tackled him there. I'm just going to show you now. Ball off Marcus Smith. Good box kick. Not the tackler. This here, Fairbank carries. Baird makes the tackle. Kelleher gets in. He's not tackling the man. And then he gets over. Yep, see, clear release. And he's on it. Really good. Healy on for nearly 10 minutes. There's good maul. Really good. Really good maul. Great carries. And then they're not rolling. We get the advantage. Very good. We got them on the back foot. We got wide. Really nice. Good try. Good try. People want to say we'd be lost without our Kiwi players. We've put a nice move together there to put it on a plate for him. Look at that. Really good move. That's the team working together. Really good. So Kelleher takes it really well here. Really well. Good pass by Aki. Good carry by Henshaw. And we moved this so well. Good hands by Henderson. Great move. See, look what we can put together. Really good. Now, if he'd gotten this kick, you see, like that's the thing. We need a fly half getting their kicks. Oh, had he gotten that now, that game would have been wrapped up. Now, Elliot Daly gets a chance here to wrap the game up from a sloppy penalty. Okay. And he misses. That's an easy enough kick for a man of his caliber, you would say. We get let off. All right. Go deep. Really good. Good tackle. Really good. We deal with Tommy Freeman well. We hold him up. Really good. Well done. Well done. They're crying, moaning that we're offside, but we're not. The ball was clearly lifted. We're good enough to deal with them. So you come at us. We've got you. Good hit. Good hit. Good block. Well done, Henderson. Really good by Henderson there. Great play. And now we slow it down. Just slow it right down and we get the ball off. Why Crowley's going in the scrum half, I don't know, but see, get it off. Never gets it off. And we need it. And Earl can run it back. Good hit, though. Great hit. See that tackle by Jack Crowley? Like, what a tackle for a fly half to make. Like, look at him. That's a number 8 charging at your full throttle. That's something Prendergast just can't do. Look at him. Great technique, great chop. Well done, Byrne, as well. So they're coming at us. Great hit. Well done. Really good. Yeah, he said a bit of an error not to get the ball off the field from low. I would agree 100%. Carbon copy, isn't it? Well done, well done. Now, here's another thing that I really have to highlight. We're 2 points up. This game has been a colossal battle, right? We've had a man in the bin, less than 2 minutes to go. Slow it down. As soon as that clock comes on, waste every minute, every fucking second you can. As soon as time comes on, slow it, keep it in, keep it tight, wind the clock down. Like, shut up. What are they whinging at? They're always crying and moaning. They do the exact same thing. England waste a lot of time, and you can hear them. Like, that's why I don't like Itoje. Just that moaning constantly. Don't think he's a good captain. Don't like his attitude, and that's why I wouldn't have him as the Lions captain. Just saying. So we win the line out very well. Gareth still whinging. Stop crying. Keep that in there as long as you can. Keep them all going, right? You've got them all. You've won it. Keep it going. But they get the ball out so fast. I would have kept that in there as long as you could. You know, like, slow it down. Wind that clock down as much as you physically can. And Murray's asking inside a minute and a half. You know, like, you've got the ball, hold on to it. Why are you so eager to give it back to them? And look at the shy kick that he gives. Look where we are. Why would you want to give it back there? Like, it goes out, yeah, but you're giving England the line out here where they're going to crash the ball up and get momentum. Like, look at the fucking time. Why not hold on to it? Why not keep it in the ball as long as you can and just truck the ball up? You have that little faith in your attack, but you're giving England the opportunity to attack again. That's all you're doing. They're taking their sweet time. Like, why did we get nobody up? It's near the halfway line, right? England have attacked well off that and crashed it up. Quite boring, but like, if you can win the ball back and get it off, we don't get anyone up and we let them have it as well. I don't understand that. Now they've all the momentum and we're just absorbing. Like, look, we're letting them come on to us now. And we give them a penalty advantage, but look where it is. So you imagine it would have been a very tough kick to get. And we're letting them run it straight into our centre channel. Good defence by Henderson. Oh, Tyke Byrne was nearly over that. Now, tell me what's wrong with what Tyke Byrne did here. Ben Earl got rewarded for one. Why not Tyke Byrne? So he's on the ground now, and Tyke Byrne's in a strong position. You want to say, like, Earl released? Well, Tyke Byrne did nothing worse than what Ben Earl did. Mm. Should have released, though. He should have released. He was told to release, and you just think to yourself, you're after handing them an easier penalty than what they already had. They were right out on the touchline. Terrible game management. Like that was terrible game management by Ireland. I don't know what they were at. So you just see it there from a position where you just have to wind down a minute and a half. We speed up our maul. We don't slow it down and keep it in there. And it was in a strong position. Why are you doing trick plays and fast plays? Keep it in there. You could keep that in there for an easy 30 seconds. If you did it right, you could wind the clock way, way down. And if you don't fancy your team enough to, just truck the ball up for a minute, then what are you even playing rugby for? That was a game where we managed it terribly. We were the better team and we lost that game. And that's just an example of why poor kicking, not getting the ball out to touch, not fanning out properly, and, not trusting ourselves to hold on to the ball in our own 22 for the last minute and a half. Something is rotten indeed in the state of Denmark, but yeah, just an example for you. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. It's a game I really wanted to highlight because it's one I felt England were not the better team. They gave it a good shot, but they came out firing, and that's the one thing that really pissed me off about Ireland was that lack of fire in the belly. And having weathered so many storms, they still lost that game. You're there thinking you've done the hard part. You've done well. You went in at half time having weathered a massive England storm. And England are not a very fit team. I'm very disappointed with their fitness. They're strong, but their fitness isn't great. So we should have managed that game better. We were the fitter team. And you could see us really growing into it at the end, bar a really good piece of play by George Fairbank to score that try. And then obviously they got momentum and Ben Earl came over for a try. But we shouldn't have let that game slip. And I feel like that's an example of just really poor game management from Ireland, which we seem to have. We just seem to not want it enough and not have enough belief in our own game management. So, yeah, that's why we lose. But anyway, I'll wrap it up there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.